two pieces of technology. With the adjustment that you made in the batter's stance with with the hands, how is that going, and what is the goal?
It's good. The goal is to be a better hitter. I feel good. It's a work in progress, working really hard with the hitting coaches and, um, you know, trying to get it ironed out. But, it's still early and trying to get that timing is, key.
Has it been different with the shorter amount of practice time between the start of spring to the beginning of games? Has that been a little bit different to find that timing?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think the day I got here, there was live BP. And I've never had that in my career. But it's also good at the same time. I feel like, what, we're kind of sacrificing now will benefit us in the end. So I'll be anxious to see how it, plays out in April, March 31st, whatever it is.
Especially the last two games, it seems like the ball's coming off the bat really hard right now, a couple today. Do you feel like it's gradually creeping up there?
Yeah, I feel good. I think the biggest thing is I feel natural, and that's what the whole goal was from the beginning. And that's good, and it's I don't have to do a whole working hard, but not having to do a whole lot of work to get it to where I want it, which is nice. So yeah, I'm anxious to see how it plays out over 162 games, and looking forward to it.
I've looked at your spray charts over last season and also your career. All types of hits, whether they're singles or extra base hits, or going to all fields. Does this move, though, help you possibly pull a few more balls and do damage that way, especially at Coors Field?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, my career has kind of been like, a lot here, a lot there, a lot here, and it kind of goes, sputters around. But I think the one thing I feel like is I've hit the ball hard, consistently over the course of my career. Last year it happened to be straight into the ground, but I think that had a lot to do with timing. As long as I can find the barrel, I feel like I've got a really good chance of having success, and hopefully this allows me to get to the barrel a little bit further out front and put the ball out in the gaps and use Coors Field to the advantage.
Was this something where you just felt things last year and said, and just kind of thought, I'll try this, I'll move the hands down, or was it a coach-driven thing? How was this driven?
I think it was driven by I've got a batting cage at my house, and one day I was out in the cage messing around, and I actually had done this back in 2015, 2014 or 2015, I can't remember, and I had a month where I was just on fire, and then we had won the best record in the league, and so we had like that 7-day off period, and I had like a terrible postseason. Not terrible, but it was a bad postseason, and then I just abandoned it, and then hadn't gone back to it until this off season. And I was flipping through some video after I did it in the cage that one day, and I was like, let me go back, because I remember that feeling, and I was watching the video, and there was some really good stuff in there, so it kind of encouraged me to stick with it, and I feel like it's kind of got me where I'm at right now, and like I said, I'm anxious to see it play out.
Thanks, Dizzy. Appreciate it.
We're just working on